Hi, it's Lydia Gable with Compass, and we're out on the town, and we're here in Agoura Hills, and we've got Mayor Illyce Weber.
Good morning.
And we're so happy to be out on the town, and we live in an amazing community. And Agoura Hills is an amazing, small but mighty community. So Illyce, would you mind just giving us an overview about the population and, you know, what's it known for? And
Sure.
Go ahead.
Well, my husband and I moved here in 1992, and even to this day, that people are moving out to Agoura Hills for exactly the same reasons that we moved out here, for the fabulous school district that we have. It's public schools. Las Virgenes Unified School District can't be beat. Our community embraces the school, our city embraces the schools, we work together, we collaborate on projects all the time. The other reason that people come out here is our beautiful open space. Our city has taken, over the last 30 years, our city has taken purchasing open space in the area very seriously, and we have quite a bit of it now, and we just love it, and people love to come out and recreate in our mountains. Right now we're standing in what's called National Park property, but it's just adjacent to the city of Agoura Hills. People come out here to bike, to see wildlife, bird watching, hiking. What else do they do out here?
Well,
just about everything. Walk their dogs.
Horses.
This is right in the middle of our equestrian community. We have a beautiful equestrian community, and that's called Old Agoura, with special housing requirements to maintain its unique equestrian housing. We also have mountain biking. We've got open space all around us. We're about 12 miles east of some of the most beautiful beaches in the world, Malibu, and it's easy to go over there.
And it's called, isn't it called the Gateway?
The Gateway to the Santa Monica Mountains, because the National Recreation area is right here. We love our Santa Monica Mountains. There's hiking, there's biking, there's wildlife viewing, there's Chumash Indian artifacts, there are your beautiful beaches. Surfing is fantastic over in Malibu, so we really enjoy, really take it seriously that we are the gateway of the Santa Monica Mountains.
So you talk about the schools. You say people move out here for the schools. Is there anything going on with the schools as far as what's known about the schools? What's a little bit about Las Virgenes schools that you can talk about? Why are they so well? Why is Agoura so involved with the schools?
Our school district is composed of 5 different cities, which makes it a little challenging but extremely interesting. It's Calabasas, Hidden Hills, Agoura Hills, Westlake Village, and who am I missing? I guess those are the 4.
Is Oak Park any part of it? No,
Oak Park is Ventura
separate.
County.
Okay.
And we have just an amazing school board, an amazing superintendent who now have just taken the schools to the next level. Our high schools, Agoura High School and Calabasas High, have everything that a student would want. There's nothing that, every student can find something to
You talked
do.
about technology, STEM.
Exactly. At the elementary school level, the parents and the kids have an opportunity to choose. We have one elementary school called Mariposa. We have an elementary school that deals with dual immersion. We have an elementary school that deals with STEM, which is science, technology, English, math.
That's STEM.
STEM. We have an arts and technology elementary school, that's Yorba Buena. So you have a lot of choices when you come out here as a parent to put your child or children in different elementary schools should you need to do that, so that they can thrive the way we all want them to be the future leaders of our community. Then they go on to a middle school, and then high school is just phenomenal out here. We have everything from sports to drama to debate to recycling clubs to just everybody is accepted. The high school is incredibly inclusive, and we collaborate a lot.
Agoura High, my kids went.
Mine
it's a
did
good
too.
school. So.
And they have something now where they call a Child 360, which is all about, and I would be doing it injustice to really describe it, but it has to do with seeing the child as a whole being, and to make sure that they are getting everything they need to be productive and happy adults in the future.
So schools, people come out here for the schools, but then it's a very family community. So there's a lot going on with Parks and Rec, and what's going on with the Parks and Recs, and what do you have to offer?
We have everything. We have a fairly new, it's about 5 or 6 years old. It's the Agoura Hills Recreation and Event Center, and we actually have something called the Garage up there, which is solely for teenagers. And we have several different teen leadership groups, like the Teen Advisory Committee, and they put on programs. We have all kinds of programs for kids, every kind of sport, every kind of art. We have drama. We have everything you would want for children. We even have something called the Lady Face Loop that picks them up at middle school, brings them up to the event center, and takes them back. And you could do that, it's a loop that goes to Agoura High so that parents can pick up their high school kids and, do a drop off. It's really well orchestrated. They have all kinds of programs up there for children. All of our schools have programs. We have the YMCA, we have the Boys and Girls Club for after school and for working parents. Just this year we started to reduce traffic on Canaan. We have started up with a pilot program of having an adult supervision so parents can drop their students off 15-20 minutes early so that they can be off of Canaan Road. We recognize and are improving. That's the only traffic we have in the city is on Canaan Road, and we recognize it and we're improving it daily. And so let's see, what else do we have for kids? We have every youth
But it's
sport
traffic that's all relative, because you can go to the west side and that's traffic. But for Canaan, it's really, for our little city, it's tolerable.
And there's only traffic between about 8 and 8:30 in the morning because of, school traffic as well as rush hour. And it literally, it's nothing compared to if you're one of the people who are getting on the 101 freeway or you have to go.
It's all relative.
It's all relative. What else do we have? We have every youth sport you can ever think of out here. We have scouting. We have one of the first scouting troops that has both girls and boys in it. So that started up in 2019. We have everything your children will ever want. They will find something out here. We have art classes.
So for the families and for the young families, lots of schools, lots of trails. We'll talk a little bit more about the open space. But then you also have things on the other end for seniors. So let's talk about what the community is doing for the seniors to keep the seniors in place and wanting to age in Agoura. So what are you doing for that?
Well, our seniors just love the programs that the city puts on up at the event center. Bridge is by far the biggest. We have mahjong, we have other card games, we have art shows, we have art lessons, we've got every kind of fitness for seniors like yoga in a chair, meditation, all kinds of things are offered to seniors 5 days a week. We have just the whole Conejo Valley between Calabasas, Agoura Hills, and Thousand Oaks. There are a number of programs and facilities that cater just to seniors. They go on field trips all over the city of Los Angeles, and one of the nice things is you're actually considered a senior for financial reasons. You're a senior at 55 and older, so you can go on any of these programs.
I make it.
Price. I make it too.
All right, so a few controversial issues. Let's talk about what's Agoura doing for affordable housing, and with that, if you want to kind of talk about what's going on with the village.
Okay, so back in 2008, a plan was devised long before I was on the council, Agoura Village Specific Plan, and it's for south of the freeway. And if you don't know Agoura, it's a little hard to describe, but it's several blocks, and we want to build a village. So what the plan says is it's a mixed-use facility, so there'd be housing, commercial, and retail. And that was all completed and approved back in 2008. Right now, nothing has been built. One project was approved by the city, and it ended up in court, and it's still in court right now. And we don't know the decision yet. But there's a couple other parcels. These are privately owned parcels, so the city has some regulation over it, but it's compliance with the plan, which is important, and environmentally. And we've decided to take a fresh look at the plan recently for 3 reasons. One, we had the Woolsey fire came right through Agoura Hills, and we need to take a look at that because where the Agoura Village is supposed to be is in a very high severity fire zone. Number two, the state has mandated a lot more housing, including affordable housing, so we need to take a look at that. And number three, the state is mandating the reduction of greenhouse gases. The city of Agoura Hills embraces all three of those, and particularly affordable housing. We want people to be able to come and live. They work here already. We want them to be able to afford to live here. So we are looking at different things so that we can meet our numbers that the state has asked us or is imposing on us, and we expect that we will be able to do it.
Good. I mean, there's the space there. The fires came through extremely difficult last year for Old Agoura, like, you know, the bridge. You guys rebuilt that bridge so quickly.
Yes, we did. We're very proud of that in less than a year.
The community really came together for the Woolsey fire and for the bridge. So everybody's back into their homes. I mean, a lot of homes you've lost, but
we lost about 9 homes down to the ground, but in December, before the holidays, we were able to welcome back our first family. They were able to move back into their home, and we believe that our second family will be moving back in March.
That's fabulous. Yeah,
so we're excited
about
that.
And the bridge is back up and running.
The bridge is back up and running, and we were so proud of our residents because we have this equestrian community, and they evacuated so efficiently and so quickly that before it was even mandatory evacuation, we had gotten all of our horses out. And we were just really thrilled with that, which of course made it easier for other communities when they decided to evacuate. They were able to get out sooner as well.
So the community is about 20,000 people, right?
That's correct.
Lots of open space.
Lots of open space.
You're protecting the open space. Lots of activities to do. You've got businesses coming into the area. You've got great schools. What else? You've got good for the retirement. As mayor, because you've been mayor since November, it's a yearly rotation you mentioned. What's on your plan for you really want to take on for the city of Agoura Hills?
Well, one of the things that I've taken on this year is we are the gateway to the Santa Monica Mountains, and although we're a small community of 20,000 people, we really want to have our residents. We have all the faith in our residents that once educated, that we're going to be able to reduce our footprint. We're going to be able to do our part in trying to save the planet environmentally. So for example, we're working on a program with the municipal water district called Drink from the Sink, and our water is of the finest water around, and it's so regulated that it just couldn't be better. So we're trying to get people to go back to, even if you want to filter it, but just get water from your sink so that we can get rid of the plastic bottles. We also are at City Hall, we put in filters on all the sinks. We've gotten rid of all of our plastic water bottles, and now we actually have glasses and thermoses, and that's what we're doing over there. We're also going to be working with the water district on having refilling stations at all of our parks and on city-owned properties, so that you'd be able to bring your water, your reusable water bottle, to a filling station and refill it. The interesting thing is that the young kids at the elementary school level, they use reusable water bottles, and it just depends how cool is the reusable water bottle.
That's right.
They never use plastic, and their parents have just been fantastic about, they don't use plastic baggies to put in sandwiches or snacks. They use reusable plastic containers that they come home with the kids. Most of our schools, if not all, have a zero waste policy at the schools. So we're doing all kinds of things to try and just make it just a better place to live.
Preserving the community.
Preserving our community. We love our community. Our residents couldn't be better, and we welcome any new residents because we just think that everybody will enjoy living here.
So one last thing, you mentioned a little bit about trying to attract the millennials.
Yes.
So a lot of people are coming here for the schools. A lot of millennials are moving back. They grew up here, but they're kind of moving back once they're having families. What are you doing to attract millennials to move to Agoura Hills?
Well, we're trying to get them to give us input on what they want in Agoura Village, and so we're working with some groups of millennials in the community in the Conejo Valley so that that it becomes their place, because there's so many different things. For example, I live less than a mile from what would be Agoura Village. Now, to me, if you asked me, would you walk to the village? I would say absolutely not. I'd ride a bike, but I wouldn't even think of walking. But the millennials, they're going to come into Agoura Hills and they're going to be like, why would you possibly not walk?
Why do you need a car?
And, you know, whether there's scooters or, you know, bikes to rent, whatever it's going to take, they are going to make Agoura Village what it is. They also need, all of a sudden we have the Agoura Village specific plan, but back when we made the plan, who thought you'd have to have special parking spaces for
electric cars?
Electric cars and DoorDash and people who are running in to pick up food, to deliver it. So we need the millennials' input so that we know. We know they want high-speed internet everywhere. We are doing all kinds of interesting new programs. Here come some of our horses.
Look at this. This is just lovely what we get to see in Agoura, and we love it. And this is what we love, our open space. Hi, good. How are you?
Beautiful day for a ride.
Little interview. Why are we moving to Agoura? This is why. We couldn't have planned that better.
And not to mention, but today is what, February 17th?
Oh, look at this weather.
Look at this weather. We're hot.
We're so hot.
This is our winter clothes. So, and it's only like 10 o'clock in the morning. So, and wildflower season is coming. So that becomes, believe it or not, that's a very special time in Agoura Hills and in the Santa Monica Mountains. And you can go looking for very unique wildflowers, and you see them all over the hills. There'll be poppies everywhere. I saw my first poppies last weekend, and they will be covering the hills shortly.
All right, Illyce, love it. Thank you for your time. Is there anything else you want to add?
Just come on out and visit. We have a tourist improvement district. We've got just amazing programs. And again, the Santa Monica Mountains with Paramount Ranch is a movie studio, and King Gillette. We have wineries. We have a little bit of everything. And I think, what do we call it? I should know this. It's just look up, Google Conejo Valley, and you will find our tourist improvement district, and they'll talk about all the different kinds of restaurants, all the different kinds of stores that we have, and we've got a great variety.
So I think the key takeaway is open space, good schools, very progressive, always thinking about the future, very, you know, whatever is important, affordable housing, millennials. Agoura is a wonderful place. We're going to preserve the open space, lots of hiking and biking and horse trails. And
I would add that we're only a car drive away from Lakers and Dodgers. We have amazing sports in the city of Los Angeles that we can all get to very easily.
In between Santa Barbara and LA, perfect location. We love it. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate, love everything you're doing for the city. If you have any questions, we'll put you in touch with her email. Any questions about Agoura, any questions about real estate, you know how to reach me. Thanks again.
Thank you.